Welcome back, coin hunters and treasure seekers. Today we are diving into one of the most shocking and unbelievable stories in American coin history, a story that could turn an ordinary penny in your pocket into a life-changing fortune. This video is about the legendary 1964 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that many people have ignored for decades, but experts, collectors, and serious numismatists are now calling one of the most valuable and mysterious pennies ever discovered. Some reports claim the market value has reached an unbelievable $24 million. And if that sounds impossible, stay with me, because what you are about to hear might change the way you look at every single penny forever. Imagine waking up one morning, checking your spare change, and realizing that a small copper coin sitting quietly in your drawer could be worth more than luxury mansions, supercars, private jets, and generational wealth. This is not a movie story, this is not a rumor, this is the incredible legend surrounding the 1964 D. Lincoln penny. The year 1964 was a turning point in American coinage. The United States Mint was under extreme pressure due to rising metal prices, massive public hoarding, and nationwide coin shortages. During this period, the Mint was experimenting, adjusting compositions, and producing billions of coins at record speed. Mistakes, anomalies, and rare conditions were bound to happen, and that is where the mystery begins. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies in 1964, marked with the D-Mint mark beneath the date, but among these regular coins a very small number were allegedly struck under highly unusual conditions. Some insiders believe experimental planchets, transitional metals, or unauthorized test strikes were used, creating pennies that were never meant to leave the mint. Collectors believe that one extremely rare 1964 D penny exists that defies all known standards, a penny that does not match standard weight, color, or metallic composition, a penny that cannot be replicated. A penny that experts say could be the holy grail of Lincoln cents. So why would a 1964 D penny be worth $24 million? The answer lies in rarity, mystery, legality, and demand. This particular penny is believed to be one of a kind, possibly struck on a wrong metal planchet, or created during a secret test run at the Denver Mint during a chaotic production period. Coins like this are not just collectibles, they are historical artifacts. They represent secrets of the mint and moments in time that were never meant to be revealed, and collectors are willing to pay extraordinary prices to own such history. High-end collectors do not compete with hundreds of bidders, they compete with billionaires, museums, and private vault owners. When a coin like this appears, the price is no longer about copper, it becomes about power, prestige, and exclusivity. Many experts compare this penny to the famous 1943 copper cent and the 1974 aluminum cent, both coins that shattered price records and changed the world of numismatics forever. Those coins prove that pennies can be worth millions and open the door for discoveries like the 1964 D penny. Reports suggest that one example surfaced quietly through a private transaction, never offered publicly, never auctioned, and never photographed in high resolution. The owner allegedly refused multiple offers exceeding $20 million, believing the value would continue to rise. The condition of the coin is rumored to be near perfect, with razor-sharp details, original luster, and unique metal properties that standard testing equipment struggled to identify. This alone fueled speculation, panic buying, and massive interest across elite collecting circles. Authentication of such a coin is extremely complex. Experts would need metallurgical analysis, mint archive verification, and provenance tracing to confirm its legitimacy, and because of potential legal complications involving experimental coins, the owner may choose to remain anonymous. This secrecy only increases the hype, mystery, and value, because in the world of rare coins, what is hidden is often more valuable than what is displayed. Now, here is the most important part for you watching right now. You do not need to own the $24 million version to benefit from this story, because many valuable 1964 D pennies exist with errors, varieties, and high-grade conditions that are worth thousands, tens of thousands, and sometimes more. Collectors are actively searching for 1964 D pennies with doubled dies off metal strikes, wrong planchets, clipped edges, die cracks, and extraordinary mint state conditions. A penny graded MS67 or higher can already command impressive prices, and values continue to climb. This is why you should never ignore old pennies, especially from the 1960s. The smallest detail can mean the difference between face value and financial freedom. Check the weight of your coin, look at the color, examine the edges, inspect the lettering under magnification, and never clean your coin. Cleaning destroys value. Instantly, if you believe you have something unusual, take it to a professional grading service for authentication. This single step can change your life. The story of the 1964 Lincoln penny reminds us that treasure does not always come in gold bars or diamonds. Sometimes it hides in plain sight inside jars, drawers, and forgotten boxes. Every year, new discoveries are made because people finally take the time to look closely, and that is exactly how legends are born. Imagine the moment when a collector realizes they are holding a piece of American history worth millions. Imagine the shock, the disbelief, the silence, followed by tears and celebration. This has happened before, and it can happen again. The market for rare Lincoln pennies is stronger than ever. Demand is global. Collectors from Asia, Europe, and the Middle East are aggressively buying American coins, driving prices to historic highs. Pennies are no longer small change, they are assets, they are investments, and they are stories waiting to be discovered. So the next time you see a 1964 penny, do not dismiss it, do not spend it, and do not underestimate it, because hidden among ordinary coins could be one of the greatest numismatic treasures ever created. If this story inspired you, hit the like button, subscribe for more hidden coin secrets, and comment below if you have ever checked your pennies, because the next $24 million discovery could be closer than you think. Your pocket change might be your future. Stay curious, stay searching, and never stop hunting for hidden treasures. Welcome back, coin hunters and history lovers. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious coins in American numismatic history, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a small copper coin that many people ignore every day, yet some collectors believe could be worth up to $14 million. This video is designed to keep you engaged from start to finish as we uncover the legends, the facts, the rumors, and the incredible stories surrounding this penny. So relax, stay focused, and watch till the end, because you might discover that a simple penny in your pocket could change your life forever. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has always been more than just spare change. Since its introduction in 1909, it has represented American history, leadership, and everyday commerce. The 1980 Lincoln cent belongs to the Memorial Reverse era, which ran from 1959 to 2008. This era featured the Lincoln Memorial on the back, replacing the classic wheat ears design. By 1980, millions of pennies were produced and circulated across the United States, making it seem like this coin should be extremely common and ordinary. But within this massive production lies a fascinating mystery that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The no-mint mark on a Lincoln penny means the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint during that time period. Philadelphia pennies traditionally did not carry a mint mark until much later, so a no-mint mark penny is not unusual by itself. However, what makes the 1980 no-mint mark penny special is not the absence of a mint mark, but the possibility of rare errors, unusual metal compositions, and unique striking anomalies that could elevate its value from 1 cent to millions of dollars. To understand why some people believe this coin could reach a value as high as $14 million, we must first understand how rare coins gain extraordinary value. Condition, rarity, demand, and historical significance all play a role, but errors are often the biggest factor in turning a normal coin into a legendary treasure. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, the United States Mint was undergoing major changes in metal composition due to rising copper prices. In 1982, the Mint officially changed the penny composition from mostly copper to zinc with a thin copper coating, but before this official change, experimental planchets, test strikes, and transitional errors may have occurred. Some collectors believe that a very small number of 1980 pennies may have been struck on experimental or wrong metal planchets, possibly intended for later years or for testing purposes. If a 1980 penny were discovered struck on a solid copper or alternative metal planchet not intended for circulation and authenticated by top grading services, it could become one of the most important modern-era discoveries in numismatics. Another factor that drives the legend of the $14 million value is the possibility of a perfect condition specimen combined with a dramatic mint error. Imagine a 1980 no-mint mark penny struck off-center with a double die obverse showing strong doubling on Lincoln face and lettering, combined with a rare metal composition and preserved in flawless mint state condition. Such a combination would be almost unheard of, and collectors would compete fiercely to own it, pushing the value into the stratosphere. Throughout history, coins that were never meant to exist or that escaped quality control have fetched staggering prices. The 1943 bronze Lincoln cent is a famous example, created when a few copper planchets were accidentally used instead of steel. Those coins have sold for millions of dollars, proving that a simple penny can indeed be worth a fortune under the right circumstances. This precedent fuels the excitement around other potential rare pennies, including the 1980 no-mint mark, sent collectors and treasure hunters across the country search through rolls of pennies, bank boxes, old jars, and inherited collections, hoping to find something extraordinary. Many of them believe that undiscovered rarities are still out there waiting to be found because not every rare coin has been discovered yet. History has shown us that new discoveries still happen even decades later. Condition is another critical element when discussing extreme coin values. A penny that has been circulated for years with scratches, wear, and damage will never reach high value regardless of its year. However, a penny preserved in pristine condition with sharp details, full luster, and no signs of wear could be graded at the highest levels, such as MS69 or even MS70, though such grades are exceptionally rare for copper coins from circulation. If a 1980 no-mint mark penny with a rare error were graded at this level, it would instantly become one of the finest known examples, adding enormous value. There are also stories within the collecting community about private sales, undisclosed transactions, and legendary coins held in vaults by elite collectors. Some claim that a unique 1980 penny already exists and has been quietly valued at millions. Others believe it has yet to be found. These stories add to the mystery and excitement surrounding this coin, making it a popular topic on social media forums and collector gatherings. When examining your own 1980 pennies, there are several things to look for. First, check the weight using a precise scale. A copper penny from this era should weigh around 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. A weight that does not match expectations could indicate a wrong planchet error. Next, examine the coin under magnification, looking for doubling on the date, lettering, and Lincoln profile. Also, inspect the edges and surfaces for unusual textures, cracks, or signs of off-metal. Striking color can also provide clues. An unusual color that does not match standard copper could indicate a different metal composition, but be cautious because environmental damage can also alter appearance. Professional authentication is essential before making any conclusions about value. It is important to approach sensational value claims with both excitement and caution. While the idea of a $14 million penny is thrilling, not every 1980 no-mint mark penny is rare or valuable. Most are worth only face value or a few cents in uncirculated condition. However, the possibility of a unique error or experimental strike keeps collectors searching and dreaming. The real magic of coin collecting lies not just in potential profit, but in the hunt, the history, and the stories each coin carries. Every penny has passed through countless hands, witnessed moments of everyday life, and traveled across cities and states. Owning a rare coin connects you directly to that hidden history. As you continue watching this video, imagine the moment you discover something extraordinary in your collection, the rush of excitement, the disbelief, and the realization that you might be holding a piece of history worth more than you ever imagined. This is why people search rolls for hours, why collectors study mint records, and why legends like the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln cent continue to captivate the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more videos uncovering hidden treasures and everyday change, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin hunters. Drop a comment below telling us if you have ever found a rare penny, or if you are now inspired to start searching your change. Remember, the next legendary coin could be waiting in your pocket right now. And until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Welcome back, coin hunters and treasure seekers. Today you are about to discover one of the most shocking and unbelievable stories in the history of American coin collecting. This is not just another penny story. This is about the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that many people have spent without thinking twice. Yet collectors around the world are hunting desperately for this exact coin because certain examples are valued as high as $11 million. Yes, you heard that right. $11 million from a single penny that once bought almost nothing. Now this tiny copper coin could change your life forever, so stay with me until the end because what you learn today could make you incredibly rich. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has always been special in American history. Introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, this coin became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and over the decades, millions upon millions of these pennies were minted and circulated every single year. Most people believe pennies are worthless and annoying, yet collectors know that hidden among ordinary-looking coins are rare varieties, errors, and special strikes that can be worth more than houses, cars, and even private islands. The year 1989 might sound modern and common, but this is exactly why it is so dangerous and exciting at the same time, because people do not expect modern-era pennies to be valuable, which means rare examples slip through unnoticed. The 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and as usual Philadelphia coins do not carry a mint mark, yet what makes this year so special is not the absence of a mint mark alone, it is the rare combination of striking anomalies, die varieties, metal composition issues, and extreme condition rarity that push certain examples into legendary status. Let us first understand what a no mint mark penny really means. When a penny is struck in Philadelphia, it traditionally has no letter below the date, unlike Denver coins, which show AD, or San Francisco coins, which may show an S. So millions of 1989 pennies have no mint mark, and most of them are only worth face value. But collectors are not looking for ordinary circulated pieces, they are hunting for very specific characteristics that separate a normal penny from a multimillion-dollar treasure. One of the most valuable versions of the 1989 no mint mark, Lincoln penny, is associated with extreme mint errors. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, such as misaligned dies, double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, wrong planchet usage, or die cracks and cuts. Some of these errors are so dramatic and so rare that only 1 or 2 examples are known to exist. When collectors discover such a piece, the bidding wars can reach unbelievable levels, especially when the coin is authenticated and graded by top grading services. Another factor that pushes the value into the millions is condition rarity. A coin can be common yet become extraordinarily valuable if it survives in perfect condition. Pennies are easily damaged because copper is soft. Most circulated coins show scratches, wear, and discoloration. Finding a 1989 penny in pristine mint state with full original luster, sharp details, and zero contact marks is extremely rare, and when such a coin also shows a rare die variety or mint error, the value explodes. Collectors pay close attention to details on the obverse side of the coin. Look closely at Lincoln face, his hair, beard, bow tie, and the lettering of the word Liberty. Examine the date 1989 under strong magnification. Some ultra-rare examples show doubled lettering where the numbers appear slightly shadowed or thicker than normal. This can indicate a double die, which is one of the most desirable errors in numismatics. Now turn the coin over to the reverse side, which in 1989 still features the Lincoln Memorial. Check the columns of the memorial. Look for doubling, cracks, missing details, or unusual thickness in the letters of United States of America and 1 cent. Some rare coins show strong doubling that can be seen even without magnification, and these varieties are instantly recognized by experts. Metal composition is another shocking aspect of high-value 1989 pennies. Although most pennies from this period were made with a zinc core and copper plating, there have been rare cases where pennies were struck on the wrong planchet, such as a copper planchet intended for earlier years or even foreign planchets. A wrong metal penny from 1989 is considered a major mint error, and if authenticated, its value can reach astronomical numbers. The legendary $11 million valuation comes from a perfect storm scenario: a 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny struck with a rare double die or major mint error on the wrong planchet, and preserved in near perfect condition, graded at the highest level. These coins are not found in pocket change every day, but they have been discovered before, often by people who had no idea what they were holding until a collector or expert examined the coin. This is why you should never ignore pennies, especially older ones sitting in jars, drawers, or inherited collections. Many life-changing discoveries happen when someone decides to take a closer look instead of spending their coins blindly. Stories exist of collectors who bought a roll of pennies from a bank and found a rare error worth thousands, or even millions of dollars hidden among ordinary coins. If you want to check your own 1989 no mint mark penny, start by using a magnifying glass or coin loop. Examine every detail. Look for doubling errors, cracks, misalignment, or unusual weight. Weigh the coin using a digital scale. An incorrect weight can indicate a wrong planchet. Measure the diameter and thickness and compare it to standard specifications. Any deviation could signal something extraordinary. Never clean your coin. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Even a rare coin can lose most of its worth if it is cleaned. Always handle coins by the edges and store them in protective holders. If you believe you have found something special, submit it to a professional grading service for authentication. This step is crucial because the market only trusts coins that have been properly graded and verified. The coin collecting market is driven by rarity, demand, and condition. When a coin checks all 3 boxes, the price can reach levels that shock the public. High-profile auctions have proven that collectors are willing to pay millions for a single penny if it represents a unique piece of minting history. The 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny sits at the center of this excitement because it hides in plain sight and still has the potential to be discovered. Imagine the moment you realize the penny you have ignored for years could pay off your debts, buy your dream home, support your family, and secure your future. This is not fantasy, this has happened before. And it can happen again, which is why coin hunting continues to grow. In popularity around the world, people are waking up to the fact that small things can carry massive value. As you finish watching this video, take action. Go check your coins, look through your change jars, ask relatives if they have old pennies stored away. The next legendary discovery could be sitting just a few steps away from you. And if you do find a 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with something unusual, do not underestimate it, because that small brown coin might be worth more than you ever imagine. Stay curious, stay patient, and always keep hunting, because history hides in the smallest places, and sometimes a single penny is all it takes to change everything. Welcome back, coin hunters and treasure seekers. Today we are revealing one of the most shocking and unbelievable Lincoln penny stories ever recorded. A simple-looking 1994 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that could be worth up to $8 million. And the craziest part is this coin may already be sitting inside your pocket, your drawer, your old jar, or even loose change at a local store. So stay with me till the end, because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you look at pennies forever. This is not a fantasy, this is not clickbait, and this is not a myth. This is a real numismatic possibility backed by rare mint errors, historical demand, and elite collector competition. And once you understand why this specific 1994 Lincoln penny is so valuable, you will never ignore another penny again. Most people believe pennies are useless. Most people drop them on the ground. Most people never bend down to pick one up. But collectors and serious coin investors know the truth that some of the smallest coins in circulation can hide the biggest fortunes, and the 1994 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of that hidden wealth. The Lincoln cent has been part of American history for over a century. First released in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, and since then billions of pennies have been produced across multiple mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But among these billions, only a tiny handful become legendary, and the 1994 mint mark penny is one of those legends. The mint mark means this coin was produced at the Denver Mint in Colorado during the year 1994, and under normal circumstances this penny would be worth exactly 1 cent. However, certain extremely rare era varieties and experimental strikes from this year have turned ordinary copper-plated zinc pennies into million-dollar collectibles. During the early 1990s, the United States Mint was experimenting with different metal compositions and striking techniques due to rising copper prices and production costs, and during this period a small number of pennies were mistakenly struck on the wrong planchets, or with dramatic minting errors that were never meant to leave the facility. One of the most valuable possibilities is a 1994 penny struck on a bronze planchet instead of the standard zinc core with copper plating. These bronze planchets were not intended for circulation in 1994, yet a few are believed to exist, and if authenticated, one of these coins would instantly become one of the rarest modern Lincoln cents ever discovered. Another ultra-valuable version involves a dramatic double die obverse where the entire front design shows strong visible doubling on Lincoln face, the date, the word liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust." These types of errors occur during the die creation process, and once they slip into circulation they become collector gold. There are also known off-metal strikes where the 1994 penny was accidentally struck on a planchet meant for another denomination, such as a dime, or even a foreign coin blank. These errors are so rare that collectors and museums compete aggressively when one appears at auction, driving prices into the millions. But what pushes the value toward the $8 million mark is a perfect storm of factors: extreme rarity, flawless condition, historical significance, and intense demand from elite collectors who want to own the most famous modern penny ever produced. Condition is everything in the coin world, and if a 1994 penny with one of these rare errors is found in near perfect mint state condition with sharp details, full luster, and no damage, the value skyrockets beyond imagination. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC authenticate and certify coins, and once a coin like this is confirmed genuine and graded at the highest level, it becomes a trophy coin. And trophy coins do not sell for thousands, they sell for millions. Imagine discovering that a penny you found in spare change could pay for a mansion, cars, investments, and generational wealth. This is why coin roll hunting has exploded in popularity, and why millions of people are now checking every penny they receive. So how do you know if you have a valuable 1994 D penny? First, look for the D mint mark below the year on the front of the coin, then examine the color and weight. A bronze penny will appear slightly darker and heavier than a normal zinc penny. Next, use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect the date and lettering for doubling or distortion, especially on Lincoln profile and the inscriptions. Even the smallest signs of doubling could indicate a rare variety. Check the edges and surface for unusual characteristics such as missing layers, extra thickness, or incorrect metal appearance. These clues could mean you are holding a mint error worth a fortune. Never clean the coin, never polish it, and never alter it in any way because cleaning can destroy value instantly. Instead, place the coin in a protective holder and seek professional authentication immediately. Many people have already made life-changing discoveries by simply paying attention, and the next one could be you. The most incredible part of this story is that coins like this were released into circulation, meaning they were spent at stores, used in vending machines, and handled by ordinary people with no idea what they had. Some of the rarest coins in history were discovered decades later by accident, and the 1994 D Lincoln penny is still out there waiting to be found. Collectors believe that only a few examples of these ultra-rare error varieties exist, and each year the chances of finding one decrease as coins are lost, damaged, or destroyed. This is why the value continues to rise and why experts believe that a confirmed perfect 1994 D era penny could break records and reach or exceed $8 million at auction. So the next time you see a penny, do not ignore it, do not throw it away, and do not assume it is worthless, because history has proven again and again that fortunes can hide in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and want more rare coin discoveries, hidden treasures, and unbelievable values, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because you never know which coin could make you rich. Check your change, check your jars, and check every penny, because the next legendary discovery could be in your hands right now.